Good morning, YouTube. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. Fuckery going. Yeah. But kind of thing where we should be able to fix here at home. So we're gonna fix it. Alright, let me show you what I talk about. So about 4 nights ago I got home and the car was idling out in the street, and all of a sudden I started seeing coolant coming from the car, and that coolant was coming from right there. Now, based on research and popular findings, I'm assuming that that coolant is coming from the weep hole on the side of the block, which means that the water pump has failed. Pull this towel out. I'm not sure if you can see like the color difference in the toilet, how blue this is, but yeah, a lot of coolant leaked out. So the mission and the plan today is to disassemble the car, get to the water pump, get it out. I have already ordered a water pump, so that's on the way already. But maybe it's just the O-rings on the water pump that needs to be changed, and if that's the case, I can just run to AutoZone and get some O-rings and put that back in. But that's what we're doing in this video, the water pump. I'm going to show you guys how to get there, the steps you need to take. I'm gonna time lapse a lot of it because a lot of this you already know. If you want to attempt this, then you know a lot of stuff already, like removing the bumper, draining the fluids, disassembling the radiator support, and working our way in, because we gotta get behind the timing cover. So I'm gonna time lapse the removal of the bumper, definitely in the driver's side headlights to be out. Just take both headlights out, the bumper, start my way, dropping fluids, removing the radiator support, and so on. All right, forward. All right, so with the bumper off, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna drain the coolant from the radiator and drain all the oil. Then we're gonna get to our brace, take that off, take the oil cooler off, disassemble the oil cooler lines going in, disassemble the intakes at the front of the car, and then we can go ahead and start pulling our radiator support and our headlights out. Okay, so oil has been drained, coolant's currently being drained. The bumper support is off, the bumper is off. Time to get the intakes out of the way, and then I can get to the oil cooler and get that oil out of the way, and then we can start pulling the radiator support. Alright, now I can pull the hoses out of the oil cooler, shift that to that side. Alright guys, so after a very long and well needed nap, I got back in the garage. As you can tell, the radiator support is off. Well, the passenger side is off. I just left the driver's side hanging, because disconnecting those AC lines over there is really a pain. And if you don't have the correct tool to loosen those joints, then you're gonna have a task and a half in front of you. I do have the correct tool, but I just don't want to pull those AC lines. I already have enough trouble with the AC compressor. And I'm gonna use the opportunity to just go ahead and change while I'm in here. But as you can see, the radiator support is out of the way, and just got back in the house to get, I just went back in the house to get my phone so I could take a picture of the belt, the array of the belt, you know, how it line up and thing. So I don't make any mistakes, or I'm not left Googling everything when I'm putting this back together, you know. Yeah, it's nice to take pictures, make notes, get a piece of cardboard, get a notepad, store the bolts in a particular pattern that you take them off, those kind of things. So, radiator support out the way. I'm gonna take me a picture of that belt, how it is assembled, and then as you can see, I already have my 3/8 on the belt tensioner. I'm gonna loosen that, take the belt off, and then we can get to taking the pulleys off, getting all this harness off the front. We're gonna take this spout off as well. Yeah, the journey continues. The water pump should be under the timing cover somewhere around here. So that's where we're going. All right, stay tuned, guys. All right, so as you can see, I have the pulleys out the way. Still have the crankshaft pulley to pull. I'm gonna have to get the big impact gun from the shop tomorrow to do that. AC compressor is still on the side. Power steering pump is on the side as well as the alternator. This and that will be, you know, pull those bolts, shift these to the side, pull those bolts, take that out because that needs to be replaced to one that actually works. And then have to get into the oil pan. I'm gonna have to take the lower oil pan off so I can get the 2 bolts that come up to the face of the casing. Yeah, so we're very close, you know. Before I was pointing behind a lot of things saying, yo, it should be somewhere here. Well, now I'm actually touching the cover saying it's right here. As you can see, there's a lot of dirt and debris on the face of my engine. So I'm gonna use the opportunity to clean this up. Maybe polish it or paint it. I'm not sure. Might do both. Yeah. So stay tuned. The repair continues. I'm surprised that this car has not given me more trouble, but thankfully it's very reliable. It's very fast, you know. All right, guys, quick update on the G. It is 2 days later since I started the water pump replacement project. As you can see, the AC compressor is out, the old one that is. I'm gonna put that one in. That one actually works. Why am I changing it and why not for a brand new one? It's a simple thing. This bolt here got cross-threaded so it wouldn't tighten. So the hose that connects here wouldn't hold the pressure, so my AC has been leaking. Now, a G37 that we picked up for some parts a while back, we had this AC compressor just sitting around. It works, so I'm gonna pop this in so I can get some AC back in the race car. I know I should be going the opposite direction because Z1 has an AC delete kit now, but we'll get there. Along with that, I picked up some paddles, so we're gonna be installing those paddles in the car. The water pump is already here, so I'm actually behind on time. But as I said, this is 2 days later. Service the brakes on the Mustang. and you know, work continues. But Harley Quinn, my G37, as you can see, everything has been removed. The alternator has been pushed aside, power steering pump, AC compressor has been removed, and as you notice, all the pulleys have been removed, all the harness have been removed. Crankshaft pulley, I just pulled that bolt just now, and when you pull the bolt, it's gonna be snugged in there. So what I did, I got a pry bar behind the pulley itself, and I use my mallet. I just tap it on both sides, tap it, and it slowly came off. What's good though is my crankshaft seal isn't leaking any oil, so I might not have to wait on that last delivery to get this job done. So all the bolts holding the timing cover, I've cracked all of them already. You have a series of 10mm bolts around the top, along the sides as well, and then you have a series of 14mm bolts as well that do some fastening. One more thing, the oil pan. Your lower oil pan has to come off. As you can see, that one's off, and I'm gonna show you why. So you got two bolts that go up into the timing cover, that one there and that one there. They both go up into the underside of the timing cover, so you have to remove your lower oil pan so you can get to those bolts and open them. These are 12mm bolts. The bigger ones on the front are 14 and the smaller ones are 10. Yeah, started this on Monday. Today is Wednesday. I'm gonna take the cover off. I'm not gonna rush the job because I'm actually gonna clean the cover up a lot, polish it off, maybe paint it. I'm not sure yet, but I'm definitely gonna clean it up. As for removing the timing cover, once you pull all the bolts, just slowly tap the edges, and it will fall right off. All right, don't force it. You don't want to be forcing it. If you're forcing it and it's not moving, then you probably missed the bolt. But as I said, that's the next step, so I'll catch you when the timing cover is off. Come on up front. So now we have the cams. These are intake cams, exhaust cams, crankshaft, water pump. That's what we want to get out and change. So the next step will be to remove this tensioner so we can get some slack on the chain, and then we can loosen it from around the water pump. Take that out, put it back in, realign the chain, and put the tensioner back in. So we're basically at the end of the job, because once the water pump goes in, then we're going to reverse the process, apply some gasket maker to the edges that need it, reseal everything, re-torque everything, and close it up, right? Right. All right. But before we get to that, that engine, that timing cover over there, that needs to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna spend tomorrow, I'm gonna clean that off, polish it up, do some wire tucking as well in the engine bay while I'm here, and whatever components that needs to be cleaned up while I'm here in this spot with this space, I'm gonna clean it up. Like power steering pump, alternator, them things I want to clean off and, you know, refresh. The new AC compressor that's going in, that needs to be refreshed as well. So I got quite a bit of cleaning to do before the car gets back together. But for now, timing cover is off. We now have direct access to the water pump. So in a day or two, the car will be back together. It will be back together and drying. Gonna allow all this gasket maker to dry properly. I'm gonna have to seal the oil pan as well, make sure everything dries nice and snug before we fire it up again. The new water pump is in. To the best of my knowledge, the timing is set. Like, that's there on that, that's there on that, and that one there. I don't know if you can see the orange one, but it's on the notch right there as well. Tensioner is back in, the guides are in, everything is tight, and that is very hard. There's no play on that, so fingers crossed timing is correct. All right, we can find out when we start the car. But that's done. It's time to clean up all these components around the engine. As I said before, now that I'm in this space, I'll just go ahead and clean. And I got my timing cover here, my drill with my steel brush, and I have a pack of steel brushes that I am yet to use, so I'll go clean up this thing real fast. So yeah. Alright, so update. I am so happy I decided to do this. Like, clean up the timing cover. As in, I just got started just using that brush on the drill. And already you can see the difference between the passenger side and the driver side. Like, it's just the beginning, just a rough start. But already you can see a contrast of difference. Yeah, now I'm going to go through a couple of brushes and get this as polished as I possibly can. But so far so good, and I'm pleased. So tell me what you think. It is now Friday. The cover, as you can tell, is cleaned off. More impressively is this side. Let me show you something. Look at how clean that is. You remember where we were coming from? No. Got a couple brushes on there, clean that up. I think that's gonna look really, really nice inside the car. We just got the crankshaft seal, knock that in. I have a tube of silicone somewhere here because I'm about to put the bead on that. Timing is set. The water pump is in. I'm sorry I didn't show you the water pump when I took it out and show you the side by side with the new one that I got. Cleaned up the thermostat, cleaned up as much as we could, did some wire tuck as well on the fenders. Yeah, there's the AC compressor that's going in. That looks a lot better than previously. But here is the water pump that we took out. And as you can see from this inner O-ring, that's almost flush with the side of the device. Yeah, that was definitely gone. Looked like it been gone like for a minute, you know. It finally showed face. So that's out, new one's in. We're gonna get some silicone on this right now, put the cover back on, hand tighten everything, and then allow that to dry for probably about 20 minutes thereabout, and then I'm gonna come back out and torque everything down to specification. All right, it's coming along. We're almost there. Gertrude.
Blank.
Unknown. Alright, Harley. Heart surgery is almost complete. Yeah. I guess I'll catch you guys when I'm putting this cover back on the car. Alright? Yeah.
So you take off a wall, I paint and everything, all in black. You see them on into the super rims then.
The stock super rims.
Yeah. And then after they do it, they chrome. So
Like a paint stripper. Come here.
yeah?
Come here. Hold back the lipstick. Yeah. Thank you.
It's amazing. I used to do it. I used to do it cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, Baba, what do you do?
Now when the engine break up, you really have to see that blood. With all of them color them. Yeah, all that color them.
It's beautiful.
So I see in that try, you see when you do that the engine there?
And color it.
Yeah, fucking color, you're fresh.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Damn, son. That look like some new shit. Yeah. So, get some screws back in, hand tighten these, then leave it to set for about 20-30 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and torque all of them down. The torque specifications will be in the description, but you know me and my car already. That look good, don't it? Blood clot. Just wait till I put in what the rest of them pipe and rate it. You know. Yes, I. now. There's no drips, no drops, no splashes. Everything remains dry, everything remains clean. So I would say this was a very successful repair. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I'm always replying to my comments, questions, suggestions, whatever it is you guys need help with. And don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? Hit that notification bell as well, so you know when I upload a new video. Yeah. So far, it's been a mixture of events and repairs and everything in between. But whoa, almost took off the face of Artie just now. Damn, you see that? That was wild. But water pump is in. Timing was readjusted. Timing cover is back on. The AC compressor was changed. Engine bay, it's a nice clean up that it needed and all of that. So yeah, we're back on the road. We are back on the road.